Tired of the tax season headache? Laborally Bookkeeping is here to make your tax preparation simple and stress-free. We ensure maximum deductions and accurate filing so you keep more of your hard-earned money. Don't wait. Get peace of mind for your personal and business taxes. Book your tax appointment today at laborallybookkeeping.com.
Is your business's sound as unique as your brand? Find out how Ambitiously Entertainment can help you create the perfect atmosphere. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this video and on the Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect the opinion of our and Ambitiously the Podcast YouTube channel. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. TVMA, viewer discretion is advised. All commentary is alleged.
Hey, welcome back to the Wiretap. Sorry, y'all, my voice is a little crazy right now. Just forgive me. But welcome back to the Wiretap on Ambitiously, the podcast. I am your host, Laborally, aka Cat Lee, and welcome. Listen, this evening it might get a little heavy, but I always said that I wanted to come back to this, and so I'm keeping a promise that I made to myself that it's gonna happen, and it's happening tonight. So, welcome back to the Wiretap. I'm your host, Cat Lee Wool, and for 2 years, a cloud has hung over the east side of Detroit. It's a cloud that's shaped like a question: where's Messiah? On January the 9th, 2024, and that's crazy because that's actually my daughter's birthday. It's crazy. A 13-year-old girl with her whole life ahead of her got off of a school bus at Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive and simply vanished. Today we finally have an answer. I don't know. I, I'm going to talk about my feelings a little bit too in this situation. But we have an answer. Uh, answer. But it's one that will haunt that city forever. Um, we're talking about Jarvis Jackass Butts, the man who lived among the family. We're talking about, like, he lived among the family, the man who was supposed to be a protector, and the man who just admitted to being a monster. We're going to talk about that result. No, they have not found her. All right, so we've talked about this a while back. Yes, Doc, it's definitely um, an update of an unfortunate event. I wholeheartedly agree with you, but we can't just leave it on the table and not talk about it. Like, she still needs to be spoken. So no, they haven't found her remains yet, unfortunately. But now we know a little bit more, not much more, but a little bit more, and so we need to revisit this case. Um, so let's run through a little timeline, so to speak. Um, this is how it all started. This is where we became familiar with this case. This is from January the 9th of 2024. The school bus, Naziah, student at J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy, is seen on a video getting off the bus. She's wearing it. It's a coat, but it looks like a it could look like a hoodie a little bit too. Um, they said it was a black jacket underneath, and she had her signature braided puffball thingies. Um, so the last meetup, digital evidence shows Naziah used a school tablet to message Jarvis, but um, she met him and his coworker at an auto shop on Connor Street. Um, Now, this is where it gets tricky with this case a little bit because there was a search, so to speak, but I it's so many twists and turns. Like, for example, our grandmother got on the news and tried to appear to be panicked about her granddaughter's return, right? But the same grandmother didn't call the police when she went missing. She waited a whole nother day, waited to the next morning to contact somebody about this young lady being missing. So it's little crazy parts of this case, and which is why I probably feel the way that I feel. And like I said, I'll express that um, a little more as we go along. So think about the betrayal here. Um, this wasn't a stranger in a van. This is Uncle Jarvis, the man who fathered her cousins. Yes, he had babies with her aunt. Her aunt name is Shannon Harris. I have my feelings. I will reserve them for a little bit longer. But that's the scenario with them, with the whole situation. Now, there's more to get into. Um, and we're gonna get into it. We are. So let's talk about the digital trail because that in itself was crazy. So the evidence presented at the preliminary discussed explicit messages dating back to 2022 between Jarvis Butts and Isaiah Harris. She at that time she would have only been like 11 or 12, right? Um, so that's a whole thing in itself. Then the the pregnancy. Let's talk about that now. I have not, maybe because they didn't have the body to confirm actually that she was pregnant. I don't know, but I also don't understand why he wasn't charged for that as well. But we'll keep it moving. The bombshell evidence that Naziah told Jarvis Butts that she was pregnant in late 2023. So that's a conversation. What happened to that? Now, let's talk about the. Oh my gosh, let's just get into it. Oh my gosh, this is what the wiretap is. So oh my gosh. All right, so let's get into Jarvis Butts. Detectives didn't just find a few messages; they found a roadmap of a predator. So we're talking about a 42-year-old man who had been messaging Naziah since she was 11 years old. The prosecution presented text messages where Butts was coaching her on how to hide their relationship from her grandmother. But the most haunting part is the Google searches. So, and the Google searches are crazy. Just imagine this. Just imagine this. A grown man knowing this child was pregnant and sits on a computer or on his phone. We don't know which one where he was Google searching from, but either one will do for me. He's Google searching how to make a miscarriage happen with antifreeze. Um, Planned Parenthood locations near me. How long does it take a body to sink in the Rouge River? These are some of the things that he looked up, um, because he was looking to get rid of this supposed child, like allegedly. We have yet to find the child or the child, but yeah, these are the things that he was looking up. He wasn't searching for help. He wasn't searching for a way to make his problem disappear. When we talk about um, how predatory this is, like he didn't just snap. He did research. He did research on what this young lady's end would be. He did research. Now, again, I have my other theories on the situation, but I'm just giving you the facts right now. I'm just giving you the facts. So, also, there was this thing, the motel. So the cell tower data placed in Jarvis Butts at the Park Crest Inn the night that she vanished and later near the Rouge River. So those two things. That. Um so in my mind, I'm gonna talk about in my mind for a second and then we'll get to the next portion. I always knew that his hands was in it, right? For sure. He yeah, he played a part, a major part in everything that happened. Um, but I don't think me personally, just viewing this case over the last 2 years and like really like I kind of almost am invested in a little bit. I don't talk about it every day because I want to really talk about it until I knew exactly what was going on. And so here we are. But I don't think that he was alone in this whole situation. In in her demise, in her abuse, in any of that. I don't think that he was alone in this whole thing. He did this was not orchestrated just by him. Like it was other hands tied into it. We're gonna keep it moving. Just like the aunt texting him, asking him, "Do Desire said, do you still need her today? Why are you sending your niece over to a mechanic shop? Why are you sending your granddaughter over there? Like it's so much more that we gotta discuss. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So let's get to some physical evidence and broader patterns of abuse within this whole situation. So, um, there was a we call it 7 Mile bird. The discovery of her alleged clothing, I still don't believe that because the clothes that they found do not look like the clothes that she had on in that video. That's just my personal observation. I can't tell anybody else what they should see, but that's not what I saw. What they found was a pink. Oh wow! They found her, allegedly found her clothes in the Rouge River. It was a pink onesie and a pair of Nikes. They were like white, red, and black. And then yeah, some damaged clothes suggest a violent struggle. Suggestion. We don't know if that was the case, which who knows. But that's what was found in the Rouge River. Now, revealing the butts that was already a convicted offender. He was already convicted in 2004 and faced 6 separate cases involving 4 different minors, some as young as 4 years old. Put that in your mind. But her aunt decided to have 5 kids with this man, and they had this man around this young lady. Real talk. They had this man around this young lady, which is incredible. The search for Naziah wasn't just a policeman. It had a lot of people in Detroit out. Hundreds of volunteers from Detroit Reward TV teams and to local mothers combined. It was everybody was out there looking. I will give them that. But here's the thing: when the divers finally went into Rouge River, they didn't find this young lady, but they found her spirit left behind in some debris, allegedly, because I'm still questioning the items that was placed there. Even the tennis shoes that she had on in the video did not match to the set of shoes that they found. And it didn't match. So the community outreach was a mix of fury and grief. And I want to highlight a quote from a neighbor during one of the vigils that really sticks with me. We aren't just looking for a body. We're looking for safety we thought we had in our own backyards. That is crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, again, insane. But the prosecutor Kenworthy called him a vulturous. Uh, I could have called him so many other things. It's vulturous. Like that's what you decide to call. I guess you got to be professional. And she said he didn't just target kids. He targeted the mothers to get to the daughters. This was the system of a predator, basically. So, The betrayal is systematic. Butch used his uncle status to bypass every red flag because he has 5 kids with the young lady's aunt, whom some of which he also assaulted. The community didn't fail Naziah. A monster exploited the trust of the family. I kind of want to say kind of, sort of. Only because I believe that the grandmother has some responsibility in this whole situation. The aunt has responsibility in all this situation. Maybe both aunts, to be honest. Like, it's a lot more to be looked at and a lot more people to be looking at besides this jackass. Sorry. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't. It's a lot of other facets that I'm feeling like they not really looking at, and that's why I feel disappointed in the outcome. But let's get to it because this is close to what this outcome is, right? So the current situation in the plea deal. Here's the break. So they offered him a plea deal before he turned it down. I was wondering how long it was going to be before he decided to take the plea. So the break. On February the 12th, 2026, just days before his trial, Butts pled guilty to second degree red room and multiple counts of criminal and sexual conduct. So he agreed to, because this is the sentence, if the judge agrees to all of this, but he agrees to 35 to 60 years in prison. 35 or 60 years in prison. Yeah, when he come out, he'll be an old ass man, but old men do stuff too. I don't know if I like this. The condition as a part of the plea deal, Butts has agreed to provide a truthful statement regarding the location of Naziah's remains. Um, that is so like I don't know if I how can I put this? He could tell you he could tell you where he allegedly dropped her, which apparently is the Rouge River. Um, but I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. I just don't. I don't think that was enough to be like. I don't think it was enough for him to get this kind of plea. And remember, the judge can still reject it at his sentencing. So that's a whole another hopeful side of things, but I just don't like the plea. I don't like the plea deal. It's not enough. We need the whole story drop. We need to find out all the information. Maybe somebody can find her roommate. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we need some information. Um, so we got a few of the family's reactions. We got a little bit. Mentioning her cousin Roxy. She made a statement. She said closure only comes when we finally have her here. Which is a beautiful, yeah. I feel like that's probably why I'm not happy with the plea. That's probably why I'm not happy with the plea. Doc said the law is crazy. It is. It's insane. Also, and so they charged him with, but he had other cases, and they dropped those charges for those other cases, like the cases that he does have, which I think I'm gonna read them to you. I got them. Hold on. But it's not enough. It's not enough. So he's also supposed to stay away from the Harris family, which is her aunt, her grandmother, the kids. I guess that they share together. That's all. And he not supposed to be around none of that. Um, that was another part of the plea deal, which is insane. Okay, but because I think a couple people need to be looked at over there. I do. I feel like that for real. But a truthful statement. What pray tell kind of truthful statement would you like? I need information. I got questions. From what you saying, I think it should be life, no question. Yes, for sure it should be. But they're talking 35 to 60 years. He could get out in 35 years right now. I believe he's 43, 44 ish. And then he could just come out and be an old man perv. Like what are we doing here? Uh, What are we doing here? Incredible. Incredible. So let's see. Can we trust the word of a man who spent 2 years lying to their faces? Like for 2 years, he tried to act like he didn't do it. I I, I hope they whipping his ass in where he at and where he going. I hope that the rest of his days are very unpleasant and unhappy ones. Um, so he sat at their tables knowing, like he came and mingled with families, knowing what he was doing to their kids. Um, the prosecution is betting on it, so the family um can finally have a grave to visit. You feel me? My cousin Roxy said that the cameras after the hearings, well, said in the cameras after the hearing, she said the monster finally admitted he's a monster. Now give us our girl back. Oh, Roxy, I feel you, girl. I can't imagine. I think I would fight as hard as a mother. And Roxy is not her mother. Roxy is her cousin. But I think that as a mother of a young lady who's close in age, my daughter's 14 now. She probably was a little bit younger, and you know what I mean. But when that happened, but it happened on her birthday, which is ironic. Ironic. Um, and then he got charged for it on my birthday, which is crazy too. This case has been something crazy. I a plea deal, and then my question is, so they just gonna let it go? As he did it. He did it by himself. Her grandmother and her aunt sat on the stand and committed perjury a lot of times. You feel me? A lot of times. The aunt's daughter, which is his daughter, has testified about him doing stuff to her, and also saying to her mother that he's done those things to her. And the aunt don't get looked at. The grandmother don't get looked at. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? It's insane. And I just feel like more people should be looked at other than just him. Yes, he took the plea deal. He said he's guilty. He said he did it. I guess because it's second degree. I suppose he said he did it. And all he got to do is give a truthful statement about where he dropped her remains. And then that's that. That's not enough. I don't think that's sufficient. I don't think that's sufficient at all. I think more should be told. What happened that night? What went on? We need more information than just that. But they did say that they took him down there, so I don't know. But they haven't found her yet, which is insane. They haven't found her yet. Anyway, let's get to some love notes. I need some something to lift my spirits right now because I'm not happy with the the results of like I'm not happy. I hope the judge does to be like, nah, I don't accept that plea and throws the book at him. And I hope some more information come out about what exactly happened. And I hope that the other people involved get found out too. I hope. I do. No, my heart. Anyway, listen, it's time for some love. I need some love and affection right now because this is insane. Um, Anybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, um, thank you. Thank you so much. This is live love, also could be considered replay love, but I love y'all nonetheless. And I just want y'all to know how much I love y'all. So I love y'all. Yes. Um, you guys rocking extraordinary. But it's time for me to show some other kind of love because this love, this been a long time coming, and they come through. They show up. They got me feeling good about the moves I'm about to make, and so I gotta send them some love. I do. It's mandatory. It is now time for the love notes. It is. Um, I think the name is fitting because it's what I'm doing. I'm sending love from right here in Baltimore, Maryland, the United States of America, to all of my peoples. They come from far, and mountains and rivers and valleys and oceans and seas. And listen, they come from everywhere. They really don't cross anywhere. They just hit the download button. But it works for me. I love them. And so it's time for the love notes. How do we come up with the name Love Notes? Well, I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. I was never gonna call it that. But we bickered. We bickered. We went back and forth. And then we realized that there's no love without compromise. And so we came to the compromise, and now we call it the love notes. I'm still looking for my theme song. But anyway, yeah, we call it the love notes. Um, whew, I'm sorry, y'all. Been a long day. But anyway, yeah, it's time for the love notes. Listen, I love my people. I love them so much. School is almost over, and I can get back into my mojo like how I need to. But I love y'all. You guys are amazing. And thank you for being patient with me. Um, but it's all for a greater effort. So I love you guys. And now it's time for the love. Wait, Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. I did not. Really, the thing is, it was a lot of cities, states, countries, territories, and it required a lot of papers. I don't do that anymore now, though. I do this. This is how I show my love, and I love y'all. Let me put it on the screen if it let me. didn't make it to the list yet, but they're coming. So listen, New Guinea, thank you for the love. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Makes me blush. Let me see. Who else we got? United Arab Emirates. I can't even get it out. Thank you for the love. Estonia, thank you for the love. Panama, thank you for the love. You guys are great. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. Thank you for the love. It excites me. I get happy about it. I do. I do. I do. Listen, you guys are extraordinary. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, ha ha ha! I had to wait. Listen, stuff be happening. Doc said, "Let's hit the like button." My name is Cadley Boo, and I definitely approve this message. I did. I promise you, I did. Listen, I got straight into the story this evening. There's some things that I need to say. Thank you for my extra bling, sir. There's some things that I did not say, but I'm gonna say it now because yeah, I need to say it. Like join the conversation, you can always do that by calling in. The number's 443-551-5963. 443-551-5963. Or you can shoot us a text message on that same number. Or you could drop a comment, even in the replay, and we will address whatever later. Okay? Love you. You guys are amazing. Thanks. Hit us up. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Or you can hit us up on our Gmail account, which is ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. Ambitiouslythepodcast at gmail.com. I'm sorry. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com, www.ambitiouslyent.com. You can also join the coffee community while you're over there. Because listen, I want us to be able to have salacious to the living and taboo conversations. And I also want to be able to cuss whenever the fuck I feel like it and not have to wait for the go ahead to do so. It's bullshit. I hate censorship, but that's the world we live in. Big much love to our residential DJ Rukazi. He just hit me up to give me a progress report on what he got going on, and we'll be good for Friday. I always believe in him, and I know that he gonna hold it down. So he ain't even had to tell me all that. I trust him. I trust him. Let us know how you feel about the mixes that we play every Friday. You never hear the same song twice on any mix that DJ Blue KD puts together. By the way, very talented young man. Get a DJ song. Yeah, get the DJ song. Also, check out our sister site, www.laborleybookkeeping.com, www.laborleybookkeeping.com. We handle your bookkeeping, keeping your records, and having your receipts and everything straight. We also do taxes. We handle your tax preparation as needed, and we are trickling we're finishing up getting prepared for credit repair. So yeah, things are happening. Things are happening. Check out our site. Anyway, I need to tell y'all this stuff because I always tell y'all this. I always say we can get, if you don't mind, hit the like button. You should. Anyway, anyway. Child, this is a heavy one right here. This is, I knew it was going to be heavy. That's why I wanted to take my time and trickle into it. So this is, I got some other things in my mind I got to say before we get out of here. But before we do that, it's time for me to say the things. Like mind your business, except for in cases where it's involving babies. If you see something crazy, say something because they need our help. They don't got the answers. They not grown. And look out for you. Listen, we're gonna get into that in a minute. But yeah, they not grown yet. Stop expecting these children to make grown up decisions when they are children. Like they kids. You feel me? And that's that. Anyway, but mind your business otherwise. It's a safe way to live your life. Except for on Media Mondays where I tell everybody's business and I feel like you should be there so we can be nosy together. It's fine. You should be there. Tapping, I try not to tell people's business, but sometimes it happens. It's always warranted though, never intentional. It just happens to come along with the conversation that I'm having at that particular time. Um, but I try not to tell people's business like that. The wiretap, on the other hand, I'm telling you, you should not be this. You should not be depraved, foul, sinister, heinous, disgusting, depraved, demonic, diabolical, a monster. You should not be any of those things, and then I wouldn't have to tell your business. I wouldn't, but you chose to be, so here we are. Um, here we are. It's what you chose. Here we are now. What and why can be some of my business. Sometimes I use it for other purposes, but eh, it's a fun time nonetheless. Cattails, on the other hand, they are it's my business and other people's business going on in the stories. But listen, I changed all of the names. Nobody's name is the same. Like your name could be Jamal, and I might change it to Aaron. You feel me? I change all the names. Only way a person would know it's you is if you decided to hop in the comments and run your mouth, or you decide to contact me because I'm telling the story because we're not, I can't rock and shit. So yeah, if Doctor say you said dog wild and I say holla bitch, like shut up. Nobody had to know it was you. I changed the names to Jeez Louise. Anyway, love your babies, hug your babies, tell your babies that they are my friend. They are the GOAT, the greatest of all times. I don't care what age they are. Encourage them babies. They need it. Sometimes they need somebody to have their back. Let them babies know. Um, if they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, or whatever the hell else they do over there in NASA. I don't know. But listen, I do know get yourself a telescope, not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows and keep hurt. A good one. Requires a little bit of assembly, but comes with extra lenses, scopes, beams. If you have one like mine, it comes with it. Listen, it comes with an app. Jeez. Put it together. Go outside and discover some stuff with your kid. Actually, here in Maryland, there's actually been some nice days. Although a little on the rainy side, some nice days have been upon us, and I like it. I like the days where I'm not freezing my butt off. But anyway, uh, you might discover something great. Maybe a comet, a meteor, an asteroid. I hope all of them are flying past you, not coming towards you. That's frightening. Um, Maybe a planet that's they say is not a planet anymore, but in my opinion will always be a planet because they made me build the fucking solar system. And when I had to build the solar system, that was in the solar system. So it's always a planet in my opinion. Um, yeah, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Anyway, or you might encounter like maybe perhaps a being that come from above or below. I don't know what direction they come anymore, but Mm, this message is not for you. This is for them. So they won't come holler at me, which is I don't want to go. Leave me where I am. Unless you got a planet that's better than this planet, I'm cool. I'm good. No, thank you. I do have a neighbor that you can come collect any day now. I've been asking for a while now. Y'all just don't listen. But leave me where I am. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, leave me where I am. Anyway, if they want to work for perhaps NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, engineer. They have those two, whatever the hell else they do in NASCAR. Listen, I know they got a need for speed, and at one point in time, the muscle car was king, and you know the saying, put the pedal to the metal. They wasn't talking about this fiberglass bullshit that y'all drive right now. They was talking about muscle cars, and I love it. Muscle car, I will always love it. But anyway, whatever the case may be, whatever they decide that they would like to do, you know what I mean? Support them. Let them know they the GOAT. It's time for your fair warning. It is.
The following moments may contain explicit language.
It says may. It definitely does. So I just want you to know. Stay the fuck in your lane. Your lane, my lane. Not the same. Your lane is over there. My lane is over here. Stay the fuck in your shit. Everything's cool. Copacetic. Do you jump in my lane, you're going to get something that you do not want. Listen, do not break the glass. Do not push the fucking button. Stay the fuck. Leave the lioness alone with her cub. Thank you very much. You do that, you're going to get the war. You don't want that. It's not nice. I mean, I'm ready to bite your head off. Leave her where she's at. You don't want her. She's not nice, sweet, kind, and cuddly, but she is. She is. Plus, if you get her, you get a 2-for-1 special. I make that right. You get a 2-for-1 special. Hey, you big purr bitches. Hey, you big purr. You want the purr. You want the meow and you want the purr. Oh, yeah. If cat is purring, cat is a happy, happy, happy girl. You want the purr. Plus, what usually happens when you jump into other people's lanes is a collision. Who the fuck needs that? Nobody. I don't need that for me. I don't need that for you. We don't need that for we. So just stay fucking in your lane. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fucking fight. It's not. It's not. Pick and choose wisely, baby. I'm not even going in on nobody today. I'm gonna keep my rap lyrics to myself. But he lied. Just know that. Um, but I always want you to remember to worry about the war. Fuck the battle. Live to fight another day. You feel me? Fuck the battle. I'm doing it like this because I have some other things I would like to get off my chest real quick. Real quick, real quick. Um, but pick and choose your battles wisely. Be you, be amazing you, be wonderfully you, be authentically, ambitiously, genuine. Just be you at the end of the day. That's the most important part. Listen, even if they say they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and the way that you dress, fuck them. Fuck them. You can't help how you walk. That's how God made you. And the dress, I just see be the best at being a weird dressing individual. But the talking shit, you could do it all. Like, don't be on the court. Don't be making up fucking fake ass accents. Like, just shut the fuck up. Everything is cool. Listen, what they eat don't make you shit, and what you eat don't make them shit either. So fuck up. Fuck up. Can't make anybody happy. You will never ever be able to make anybody happy. Happiness starts with them. Um, if they're not happy with themselves, they can never be happy with you. Now, if they allow you to sprinkle a little pixie dust and say think happy thoughts, and they start floating and cool, but the fuck, worry about your own happiness. Worry about that. You came in this world by yourself. You don't leave by yourself, baby. That's just a fact. Even if you are a twin, well, except for that, them rare circumstances. But I'm not a doctor, so I will speak of it. But focus on you and what you need to do for yourself. No matter what you try to do to fix it, you won't. They'll find something else to nitpick about. So fuck that shit too. You know, misery, that bitch loves company. I always tell her, get the fuck away from me. I don't enjoy your kind of people, and I would prefer if you want to hear about your business. I recommend you do the same, but who am I to tell you what to do? Lastly, dream big. Dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe and hop into another dimension. And then when you realize and visualize the dream, plan and execute because that's the only way it's going to happen. The only way. I believe in you, and I hope you believe in yourself too. Real talk. Listen, as we wrap up today's episode of the Wiretap, I don't want you to just turn off your speakers or just hop off your phone. Move on and move on with your day. I don't want that. We spent an hour discussing the darkness, but now it's time to bring some light to this young lady's name. Some more needs to be done. I feel like some more searching, some more needs to be explained. Um, First and foremost, the search for her isn't over until she's home. As Jarvis Butts begins his truthful statement, which is some bullshit, as a part of the plea deal, um, some of the family members are preparing for what comes next. Uh, a memorial fund if you want to help upcoming search efforts or eventual memorial services for Naziah. You know what I mean? Head over to Justice for Naziah verified GoFundMe. Every dollar goes directly to the family to cover the mounting costs of the past 2 years. Allegedly. Um, I'm not supporting anything that the grandmother or the aunt and them was involved in. I can't. But I support those who really is trying to make sure this girl is good. Yeah, I support that. Community resources. If you are in the Detroit area and you have information, even now, that hasn't been shared, reach out to Crime Stoppers at 1-800 Speak Up, and you can remain anonymous. You can. Um, I'm challenging every listener today for two things. One, first part of the challenge is to check in. If you have a teenager in your life, check their digital footprint. Not to be a spy, but to be a shield. Predators like butts rely on our silence and our mind your own business culture. And I say mind your business, not when it comes to no kids. We gotta break that culture today. Like that has to stop. So I challenge y'all to be a part of that be a part of that movement, making sure these kids is okay. Um, Support search teams when these kind of situations happen because they need them. It's people that go out and really, really look and try to help find people that are missing. And I adore them for that. It's a hard job to do. So Naziah Harris was a 13-year-old girl with a bright smile, a love for her family, and a life that was stolen by a man she was told to trust. Who told her that though? Who won't let her name be just another statistic in the case file. Like, nah, you gotta keep digging, keep searching. It's more to the story, and I would love for we gotta find her. I would love to find her. Like I've been praying for this young lady for a while. Like, man. Listen, I'm Kat Leeble. Thank you for listening. Thank you for caring and for staying ambitious in your pursuit of justice. We will see you on Friday for Fire Friday. Make sure you tune in for that. We need some music now after that heavy load. But I love y'all. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. If you are going to get in trouble, make sure that you have a hell of a loyal and return because you're gonna need it. Um, y'all, this craziness right here. Just stay safe, stay out of trouble, and take care of these babies. I gotta go. That's heavy. That's heavy going on. I gotta go.